Just pause it, all right? Hello, and welcome. Welcome back to Talent League. My name is Darrell, and this is Ben. And as per fucking usual, since it is a Monday and it is pretty much the first event, match, week, whatever, whatever it is, the first event, first iteration of any new season. We're already in game now, and everything is now working. So we already have today Aten versus VISU, and since somebody fucked it up royally, we're already in the ban phase, and you already see the two usual people banned. Meaning Thatcher, Nomad, and I don't give a shit anymore. This today's crap. Fuck me. Uh, yeah, with Chalet apparently we're playing first, and again the usual prep wise as per usual.
Well, yep, and then there we go. Valkyrie off the board as well. So still keeping it classy, keeping it casual. Nothing unexpected so far. But there's always a chance that team bans something unusual like a Cade. Well, there we go. There's the Cade. And don't you just love it when a team bans Thatcher and Cade as well? You're starting on defense. You get 6 whole rounds to play. Just abuse Cade in the meantime. Maverick's on the board. The attackers can deal with it. You can deal with it when it comes round to you. But I digress. Clearly, they just don't want to have to deal with it at all. As it's going to be Aten versus VISU, and Aten on the attack here on Chalet.
Yeah, one thing to point out: this is the battle between France and Finland. Aten being French and VISU being Finnish. And I will not plug in your joke you did earlier, because this would be an offense. Or anything what right now just my lovely dear Harry said right now in the protection.
Yeah, we'll keep well, I have to say, I do like the addition of the frost here. You just bring it in, you chuck those pod mats down underneath library windows, that's where the attack's going to be coming from. You might as well try and slow them down. The thing that I really, really like to see, though, is that Flores coming in. Spino, I mean, Flores is a great operator. Those drones, you drive them in, you jump through the window, you blow things up. JTD has that mute, has the counter, but as the sole form of breach denial on the defensive lineup here, he's going to be much more focused on making sure these walls are locked down rather than these windows. Speaking of which, he's now put one there. So if they can get rid of that, find a way to sneak those drones onto these deployable shields, that'll be a very quick way at clearing some space for them.
You see, Flores, in my opinion, is obviously great on Chalet. Especially for downstairs. You pretty much you can make yourself so much more easier there. But picking top floor pretty much on Chalet limits a bit the ability of Flores in that sense, because see, you have a lot more of those windows, especially to fight for with guns. And right now, we're obviously not going to see much ability, because right now everyone's trying to shoot themselves each other very stupidly and crazy. Like seeing already the Iana clone just sneaking through, not really getting a shot in either by VISU and that Kens. And well, okay, dear people, if we cast you, we would like to see you not fail and just fall off.
Oh.
And this is what we also like to see from Pillow, for example, by just getting a quick kill.
I am surprised that you have Billu on the Wamai roaming downstairs in the basement. It seems like something you'd want near a site, or at least on this mezzanine, so as these flashbangs are coming through, you can sort of reset up your defense to prevent any frag grenades come flying in. Then again, you've already killed the Yana downstairs. You go only one left in the pocket of the Finker, so for the time being, kind of sitting pretty. They have fallen back from mezzanine for the time being, just making sure that they keep themselves alive for a little bit longer and slowly get peeled away. Spino running into some of these mute jammers, he's trying to jump through the windows, going to be able to sneak that one onto the shield on mezzanine, although they should be aware that there's no one playing around it. They just want to remove that utility so it's not going to cause many problems later on in the round. We should see the Habana now starting to work away at this main breach as well, which is going to give Aten a pretty nice line of sight in towards, well, that main site. You've got access to that office half wall. You still need to clear piano, though.
Like to see that JTD uses the complete map really to rotate from one side to the other. Right now, he is quite in a safe spot. Obviously, not really much engaging, but he's going to set for the flank. But no, Billy Billy gets one, and we used to see the finger from Yunoski just completely lasers off the Frost and making it a 4 versus 3.
Importantly, still have that smoke on the board, who has been able to preserve all of those gas canisters. Nothing really much for the smoke to do in the meantime, and now with 30 seconds near or less on the clock, you're going to hear the first of those get sent on out. That's just to try and prevent anyone walking in through the breach, just to try and slow down the attack. He's still playing on this piano shield, which they haven't been able to get rid of, even with the Flores on the board. 20 seconds left now as it's starting to tick away. The first pick comes in, Spino goes down. Billy finds the refrag, gets a little bit of damage onto that smoke as well. He's left very low. The smoke canister finally going to that kill as the buck gets injured as well. Yonski found the kill earlier in the round, but in the 1 versus 2, yes, Smoke's on little HP, but there's not enough time for him to get in this window. He's going to be stuck, gets in on the rappel, but will get taken down. There we go. That's going to be the end of the round.
Well, as quickly as we started, as quickly we rushed it sort of on this through, but still all the way up to the end. At least VISU will take that first round on defense for them and will hopefully set themselves for a good start. Top floor is done. Now it's time to go for them down to Bar and Gaming. And, well, see, now since we've finally got some time to talk and shit about, what is your personal opinion that attackers can completely repick their line?
I have been I've been a fan of this since it kind of first got announced. I think it will create a much more interesting game to watch because you'll get to see attackers have more control over what they're bringing, have some sort of preparation. There's that extra reward of risking your drones to find out more information. Like before, you could always tell what site someone was playing pretty quickly. It doesn't take a lot of effort. You drive a drone up to a nearby window, you can hear the reinforcements, you can hear sort of the shotgun blast going, go, okay, this is where the site is. Now that you can redirect your operators, you can change things up. It brings operators who before didn't really see much play back into the fold, and these kind of niche characters who are designed for specific purposes, you can build your game plan around getting the most out of them. Things like the Ying. I'm still waiting to see the resurgence of Glaz, and I'll keep saying it until I see some good Glaz play. But these sort of characters, it's really nice to see them back a bit.
But to be honest, I have not seen really much change in operator lineup so far, and because Finka, Twitch, Ivana, Buck, and Iana are usually a normal pick for me, but seeing how a bit the poor Oryx has to struggle on the fight, it takes a bit of HP away, but he's still going to be able to evade that. But now, see, for me, it's now pretty much like this. If you're a good game, you will always be able to manage to give yourself the perfect attack lineup, and if you still fuck up the round, then it means you're dumb. But then again, I'm someone who still wants this game to be literally nuked back to maybe like year 2 or year 3. So
it's those rose tinted glasses you're wearing, Terrell. That it's I think the game's evolved in a very interesting way, and we're just back here where we are.
yeah,
But
I refuse change. I refuse change.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Give me back Blackbeard 800 HP shield.
No, stop! You don't do it. You're trolling. You're lying.
Give me back. No one wants give me back Ash ACOG R4C. Give me back the times where people feared their life for an Ash.
Yana going to be the first to fall in the round, just trying to take a straight up confrontation against Drivy here behind the shield. You don't want to do that. There's still the slits. There's still so much information that you can gather before taking that gunfight. You're never going to be in the upper foot there, but still Lantu holding on to Ivy staircase, and this is again just continuing to slow down Aten. They're not using their utility properly to clear this out, but it doesn't matter. Somehow they're able to find a double kill anyway. Habana, Finker both getting on the board. That should start to force this defense back down to the first floor.
Well, 1 minute left on the clock for Aten to still try to carry this one out. VISU's still holding on to this somehow, but then again, Aten's putting a great a lot of pressure right now onto these Finnish boys right here. And as Lantu down on the library stairs, trying to fight his way, like still a bit stuck. That was quite close for Billo right there, as he will now rotate further as Billy uses his shotgun to open up the vertical ability. But still, again, there's 30 seconds left, but it don't seem to yet really try to get a push. But now, I guess with that nade from the Finka, will work it out. Spino as well. will make it again, well, meaning only one person left, and it's going to be Lantu, who can either now make the best flank of his life or gets picked off by Aten. Just a second, as Finka finds him perfectly in the back in the line of sight, making this now a 1-2-1. And I feel like I don't hear any gunshots and shit anymore.
Yeah, Siege is, it goes through phases of these sound bugs always re-emerging, but hopefully should be fine when we get back into the next round. I still think in that last one, Atom kind of fortunate to be able to pull away a win there. The way in which they kind of just jumped into library and everything just kind of worked out for them, it's something that you can't rely on to happen time and time again. I don't know. I feel like now that they're reattempting this site, this time around, VISU should be able to hold on to this a little bit better. Maybe just have something else as a lifeline to make sure. You've got the Frost now on the board, who is going to be able to just drop these mats underneath the library window, not allow that Finker to rush in so aggressively. Aten catching a bit of a break there, I think.
Well, you definitely could say that, but so far, I'm now curious on how VISU is going to adapt onto after the last attack. But so far, there doesn't seem to be much changing. The only thing I do feel a change is, I think we, I think we broke a bit the game sound wise, as per usual in Siege. Because
It does happen.
yeah, we'll restart probably after this because it sounds a bit like I'm still like listening all the audio from a drone. Which then again, as soon as we see someone droning, freaking perfect, but doesn't really yield too much great when you have a POE and have your freaking gun in your face. But anyway, I'm more curious on what JTD can do, because I'm not sure if the drone spotted him or not, but it seems like not. He's sneaking a bit right there, positioning himself, but I think the next drone should be able to spot him in a sense. But yep, nah, definitely did. JTD will have to abandon his position right there and give away the control right there. But still, Billy, you don't need to aim on this shit. If your teammates drone this well, you can take it.
Yeah, I mean, well played from JTD, just trying to play around. Maybe someone will swing in a little bit carelessly, give him that free pick. If not, you fall back, you preserve your life, you continue to waste time. Nearly half the round gone already, Tyrrell here. And I mean, the attack don't have a massive amount to show for it. You've still got these shields on Ivy Stairs. As I say that, I think the Rotero drone should have been able to dislodge the Wamai from that position, but still aware of someone potentially coming around behind them, opening up some routes. But you got to be careful. Have someone on that flank drone so you don't get bit in the back. JTD just poking away at the solarium staircase in the background, just looking to see if he can find anything. Still, the site on lockdown. The smoke watching out for these vertical nades once again. But again, Tyrrell, the attack struggling to find their footing.
Which is, well, at least to me, it looks very clear, but I guess this kill was quite clear onto Lantu, so already establishing control. Janonsky just following up on this one, up on right to Pharaoh, and well, 5 versus 3 already. Make that maybe potentially a 5 versus 2 if the Finker will get the nade standing right there, because it doesn't seem to be much moving. And yes, the Eager gets nading and by Drivery. You suck with your ADS. And Adam will find another one thanks to yeah boy, but VISU will come out, gets one. JTT now the last one trying to defend this one, trying to make it out, but no, Billy will have him covered.
I mean, again, it's just someone walking down the corridor, picking up the frags, able to get the kill. Yes, that shield's gone, but the Jaeger on mezzanine, you have that deployable shield still in place on mezzanine. You should be able to hold on to it a little bit longer. If not, fall back. There's nothing wrong with just as the Wamai in that position, dropping down the staircase, not taking such an aggressive stance and playing on the bottom of blue stairs into basement, or maybe even in mud, just to have that sort of alternative angle just to cover the rest of your team.
Well, either way, I feel like the first one from VISU was maybe a bit of, let's say, I think it's fair to say they caught Adam a bit off-footed, but right now Adam just seems to just completely strike.
Yeah.
It seems like, right, they feel like is not really moving forwards. All right, let's just try to make a kill, try to gun it, and they just do it and just nail it with this. Gain complete control by it. So is interesting to see. And well, either VISU will manage to pull out something that completely slows down and completely pretty much forces Aten to be stuck in certain situations, or otherwise I don't see quite going it well for them. And but then again, it is the best out of three,
Yeah.
which we
Yeah.
obviously failed to mention because we didn't have time to talk about. But the next map, if I am absolutely recalling correctly, which is I'm not absolutely looking right now on map ban, is going to be Villa. And if everything fails, we gonna go back to an absolute old classic that I have been wanting to see again for so many great times. It has been such an eternity for me. It's gonna go to Border.
Well, that would be interesting. I mean, just looking at the map pool for start off, Chalet, very fun, very fast paced, very, a map that has lots of opportunities for attackers to give themselves angles to get those picks. And we've seen that happen time and time again with just the way in which this first, Aten are playing. They're just finding frags, they're going in hard, they're picking them up. Both these two rounds that they've won now have just been off of walking in a straight line into sight, picking up frags, working very well for them. Villa is a map which you can do that. It's a little bit harder without opening things like breaches around you because the chokes are just a little bit tighter. We'll have to see if that kind of plays out, or how VISU are able to kind of bounce back at Aten a little bit here.
How does it go? Just from what we're seeing right now, it's well, Villa should be a little bit more tougher for Adam, because like you said, it is more closer. The choke points are more closer. It is generally the rooms are not really that tall. There's not really much long line of sights. It's everything much like right around the corner, and aim and swing have to sit, or otherwise it's not gonna work out. Trying to make shots across is very tricky and very hard. Don't yield really too much, and then again, so we'll have to see. Maybe both teams can adapt to it. Is way more better as well, or not. But either way, as of this moment, we're still struggling slightly to set up everything. Setting up in the rehost, just getting all the teams and pretty much the round history back into again, and then we can pretty much then straight on continue.
Yeah. I mean, interestingly, VISU have the option to go back to that first top floor site. They can go back to the master bedroom, which is always an option for them. They have stuck just between the two that they've run so far. There's been the master office, the master bedroom and office, I should say, as well as the bar and gaming. No play from basement here. What do you expect to see basement? Because there's this weird line with basement where some people don't like it, some people really like it. It's a bit of a Marmite
Personally,
one.
I would always go basement. The only thing is I have now is because I know the attackers can repick, I'll always think that right, they're gonna take Flores. And just from the one single time I did the annual Tyrell tries to qualify for Benelux League and fails at it horrendously, but shits for giggles. It's like you can use. I had Flores back then on Chile, and here's the thing: he can open up snowmobile. Like doesn't
Yes.
matter, like jammers or like batteries. Like he can completely do this himself. Like heart recharge, like this thing, like he can do it all on himself. I'm not quite sure if he has heart recharge anymore
Yeah, it
because
doesn't have the hard reach.
because shit always keeps changing. But so back then was able like right, this man on his own can completely clear out what can completely open up the snowmobile, and especially even now like mute jammers or like anything like this, like it's sort of like right, you can get it open, but
Yeah,
all the utility that you previously always used to use for snowmobile, you can pretty much move it on to the other side because Flores
yeah,
can mostly do everything on his own. So works perfect for them. But then again, like now knowing this, that they can always have a Flores, like I am now obviously completely scared as soon as they see the setup. So maybe it is a good thing because then again, if you want to try to kill off Flores, it is better to, use bar. Well, not probably not use bar specific, but use master bedroom. It's definitely like the more preferred side for it to really, let's say, put a hold on to it.
yeah. I mean, yeah, the repick has made these kind of tertiary or slightly unique, like off-pick sites, just very hard to hold on to. But it's going to be back to that top floor with basically the same lineup as before, including that Frost, which they've run it a couple times now, and obviously Frost is very good on Chalet just due to the sheer number of windows. I feel like it's an upgrade that drops off though. You know, it's once teams are like, oh, they're running the frost, you gotta watch out for these masts. We tend to not really see any pickup from them.
To be honest, like I think recent times, like Frost has really seen a great growing pick rate. You know.
Yeah.
The only thing, like, I'm still thinking, like, right, people use Frost, it's like, watch out for Frost. And I will guarantee you, there is still in every single team that one thick meathead who doesn't know shit or still has no eyes in his head and straight runs into one, giving us the biggest laugh, shits and giggles, and pretty much me insulting him. That's
Yeah, that sounds about right.
that sounds about right. So it amazes me to this day.
There's always one.
There's always one. You think like, right, these people, they train, they scrim, they work on their issues, you know, they work on their abilities to be better, and you think like, right, this is like basic 101, they still do it.
It's also the strangest thing is that you could take 5 players.
Oh yeah, hold on. I have probably not been here for quite a long, but since when the fuck did Jaeger has a Russian reflex?
Since this season, they added every 1x to every operator. Speaking of which, it doesn't quite do the line of sight you want to find that first pick.
Absolutely not helping him.
Yeah, it's really not going to help there, but they're able to get one back. JTD clawing away with that MP5K, might be the SMG11, just gets the Yana off the board downstairs, refrags it. Ooh, nearly able to land shots into the finger, but it's going to be forced to pull back. Not going to be able to put that. Not being able to put the sight line to the head quite quick enough.
JTD was quite lucky, because usually it's like just one like spray across, there's not really much chance you probably walk out of this, but good luck on him. He managed to go through, extending a little bit of VISU's lifetime right here, but Billy right now doing everything to clear the utility out from underneath, and really no one from VISU able there to contest, really going for the flank and trying to decimate it, so Pharaoh's sitting on the couch a bit, but tries to get the peek on the boy, but doesn't seem to quite really work. Just get a few shots in into Spinal on the other hand. He's gonna find JTD, making it, decimating him, and Lantu, he will revenge his friend. Spinal will go, making this a 3v2.
And well, a minute left for this attack to find something. One more going to fall to the smoke with this SMG11, who's fallen back onto that bomb chassis. The shots being coming in from the finger, not quite able to land with their target. If the Toxic Babe will sing out, so will the LMG. Finger picks it up, and it's all down to Lantu. He's starting to get that wonderful flick on the bathroom window, but he's still got 2 more to find. Knows exactly where Finger is playing, gets the lead, secures the kill. And now in the 1v1 tight on the door! The Esports right into him, he's able to collect them up. All by himself.
The fuck had I just seen? Well, one of the shittiest SMGs is pretty much when we force this whole place.
Oh, do you not know the secret buff?
No.
Oh, if you have Plasma Pink, you can't miss shots. So
that seems to be like a pay-to-win mechanic.
Yeah. You add that Plasma Pink to your gun, you can't miss shots. It's the rule.
Jesus
lines
Christ.
up. It guides your aim.
I have been absolutely long away from this game. Clearly, I am a relic.
Yeah, it's in the Bravo packs now, so you can't buy Bravo packs. The real trick is you buy enough Alpha packs to get every other item, so you can't get duplicates. Save your Bravo packs. Although it's more fun.
Bravo packs.
It's like the new battle pass. They're like the new battle pass packs. See? So every couple tiers in the battle pass, you get like some new cool items. There's new black ices. There's black ice on what PW, the spear. The Bailiff has one.
Right. Let me get the chat completely mad. Black ice overrated.
No, wrong. Black ice goated. You're just wrong.
Absolutely overrated.
Chat flame chat.
Do it, and I will not pay attention at all.
Going upstairs for this setup. Not the black ice on the Bailiff. I think that skin's just called ice, which is not quite.
Who gives a shit about skins? I want to see these guys absolutely duke it out. Shoot yourselves, finally.
Can you shoot each other?
Well, maybe, yeah, for shits and giggles. I want to see some action. I want to see some stuff rolling. Right now, still is right now a bit of everyone has their dick between their legs. It's not working. We need speed, and Adam is hopefully delivering me with the Iana right now. As everyone from VISU is completely like, I've never seen a Jaeger completely hold this type of corner with a shield so hard.
The flashbang's coming through, going to force him off that shield. This frag grenade will ring through. Did it remove it from that position? No, it's still in play and doesn't even land the second one on that Jaeger. Still filling on full health. Maestro, close proximity to the ace. The angle's being watched by JTG, not allowing that to happen. And Drivy going to pick up yet another pick. Make that double kill on that piano shield. Diana and Buck will fall. He's not given up that position by the bathroom door anytime soon. Spino, the last left standing as the thinker, Jonah Johnsky, going to fall in the background. JTD picks himself up a double kill. It means both the Alibi and the Jaeger have one in their pockets. Will either of them make it a 3K? Spino, 1 versus 5. You can't allow them to have a flawless round here. You know, you've got to get in there, get some kills, pad those stats. You've got a minute to do it.
I think it's safe to say, like, this round will go to VISU unless Spino pulls out a miracle. But right now, he's got one, but will he pull out the ace? I don't see much, especially, like, he's now on low health. I mean, he got the F2, you know, it's still an absolute murderous machine, but I don't see much chances really going further on this one, so might as well just save up, camp on the roof, and figure the shit out, because this round really hurt Adam. But then again, like, VISU doesn't seem to be comfortable on any other side other than top floor. Spino will find a bill, making it a 1v3, but right about now, JTD will quit this show, giving VISU another round to win.
Well, that's the beauty for a team like VISU, who, like you said, have struggled outside of this top floor. They can hold just below it, play the top floor anyway, and pick up the round. Now it will be either bar or basement. Looks like they're going to be going to bar once again. They've dropped it twice, though. Do you have any faith in them bouncing back? Have they figured out what went wrong, Terrell?
No.
Oh, fair
My
enough.
professional opinion says no.
Do we get some enlightenment behind there? It's just they're just not going to be ready.
Just because, like this, I feel like I'm pretty well assured this is the same lineup they used previously, and I'm pretty sure they will do exactly no changes or iterations towards this as of right now.
You say that? They have got the Oryx on the board.
Yeah,
I want to say it was an Alibi last time, didn't they?
Yeah, Alibi was on top floor, but not on this one. For this, they had Oryx. As best as I can recall, and then again, look, still making it the same, same opening, same line of sights. Like they're not changing. They don't try to adapt. They don't try to, let's say, figure something out. They don't try to, let's say, change their stuff in such a way that whatever right now Alan has picked can sort of, let's say, make it. I wouldn't say like counter, but like definitely, let's say, weaken certain operators. And so far, there's nothing really going on.
Just thought I'd point out to you, I know how much you love Black Ice and think it's a great skin. Look, it's a Black Ice Bailiff on the Oryx.
Overrated.
Oh,
Still overrated.
Shame him. Well, JTG has that Black Ice Bailiff, but more importantly, has that 1.5 on the T5. And he's going to use that to get the kill onto Spino. Oh, you can't be giving up freebies like that. I feel like that drone hole hasn't worked in quite a while. It was a nice attempt, but ultimately, JTG just ahead. He was one step ahead, read you like a book. Billy finally able to pick up that kill onto the Oryx. And not even a minute in, you've secured that roam. You've shut it off. You've caught off the Oryx. No longer have to worry about these hatches.
If I recall my memory correctly, that drone hole, that good old trophy, someone or some people wanted it to have it removed. You know, this is the fucking reason why we don't remove this. You know, so great nice shots and so great early picks. Punishes those who dare to challenge it. Please leave it in. Don't you dare try to fucking block it out.
Kinunsa now able to sneak his way right into the corridor outside of sight. They know this Wamai is still playing on the staircase. I think that shield upstairs is still in position for him to play off of, but look at the attack just completely ignoring that vertical hold, going straight directly for the bar. Billy underneath the staircase as well, waiting for the swing. The Buck will take it, finds the kill onto Lam2, able to find a second pick onto the smoke and the sight. It's now the 2 versus 4. Both attack defenders are upstairs, playing off of these hatches, playing off these vertical angles, trying to see what they can find. Jaeger still not dropping from mezzanine. No one wants to. The plant going in behind the bar, waiting for this drop. It will be secured. 4 versus 2 now. The time has been flipped. The drop from the frost down the hatch, trying to spray into the Habana. Finds the first. Able to get it despite the flashbang. Drilly able to find a second as well. Will quickly be refragged out. Bilu in the 1 versus 2. Sneaking his way through. Stock looking up to these hatches. Trying to find where these attackers have rotated. Off to taking some shots from the corridor. Doesn't quite know where they are. It's going to be finished off by the thinker on the hatch. Waiting patiently. They will collect yet another attacking round onto Bar and Gaming, and well, it's a 3-3 split here in the first half.
Am I surprised? Not really. I think after what I've seen, I'm not, but I'm more curious now how Aten will do the defense, because this is now pretty much make or break for them, because, well, obviously. And again, I feel like we'll see a bit more confidence in Aten, because they're already gonna go straight bar into gaming and lecture VISU on how it's done properly.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they
the
can.
lineup coming out immediately is quite similar. The change up here being that you have that Aruni. And Aruni, I think, just works really well on this site. Again, you want to hold onto these shields. What is better than an ADS and magnets? ADS, magnets, and the Saria Gate. Again, it's just another thing for attackers to burn. Obviously, in that last round we just saw, Aten didn't worry about any of this burn. They didn't worry about utility. They very much focused on the frags. I have to say, I think that's more of just an Aten having the slight upper hand in these just one-on-one 50-50 gunfights against VISU. I don't think VISU will be able to pull off the same thing. The drone lineup suggests a fairly standard take. We could see a rush, but I don't think it's very likely.
Heading out to defuse a bomb.
I would love a rush.
It would be pretty cool.
Yeah. It's always nice. Changes a bit few things up. Pretty much it tells to your stratus, like, I don't give a whole fucking shit on clearing, like, I'm just gonna walk in. Fuck you. It's like you can have the best, well thought out thread ever, and if someone just said, right boys, let's just fucking 5-second go through, like, forget what you have spent trying to work this shit out. It's right out of the window. I'm curious right now if the keeners, swear to God, today, all of you guys have the worst fucking names to pronounce out in a quick succession.
That one's not bad. Sir.
Yeah, no, it needs to go fast and flowing for me. Like, Billy and Spino, they're fine. Like, Viveri, Pharaoh, Bilu, JTD, yeah, everyone else, like, shit. How the fuck should I say this when I'm on a roll? Either way, JTT right now, going a bit slow, trying to ride out, trying to find his way through, and so far just holding a doorway, which is very, very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Sweepy, your ass, you're supposed to rush these whole handles. Well, at least Farah is like getting some sweet out of the gun, pricing down the Hibana charges right there, and oh, JDD, it finally paid off! Spino is down. Claymore is set as well, right on the door as soon as I'm trying to re-challenge him. Below tries a new angle, tries to get off the player on those stairs, grenades in hand, cooked. Let's see if Jinansky's gonna go down or not. Did he throw the nade or not?
Not quite sure if the nade did go through, but these forest drones continuing to ripple away at the shields. Mezzanine now a little bit more exposed. Billy holding onto that position despite everything going on around him. Has to be careful of the Habana on that big window though as well. There's 40 seconds left in this round. He's going to drop back, going to fall back into sight. No, he's going to wait for this window peek. Not going to be able to find it. They traded actually. Doesn't matter. Billy on the Yana, able to find yet another kill. That's the Keen. That's the Rooney going down. 2 versus 4 for the defenders here. Aten find themselves on the back foot here, on this site in which they have looked so dominant when attacking. The gas canisters continuing to choke up the corridor. The laser gate still in position. Flores able to find the pick onto smoke. It's now down to the Wamai. has that orb, but that's not going to be enough. The rotation hole behind him leaves their back exposed as the attackers walk into the flip side of sight, and there we go. Rounds picked up by VISU finally on the board, and well, they take the lead here.
Not really quite the lecture Aten has hoped for. But then again, VISU will make good use of this, putting them into the lead.
Yeah, and again, another
Aten.
good attack.
I'm not sure if you should pick bar gaming again, because that didn't went well so good, you know?
Yeah, it could have been a little bit cleaner on the defensive end. I think, again, it's just VISU.
No, it's not could have been a little bit
bombs
cleaner.
to be
It was
defused
pretty
by attackers.
decisive for VISU, let's be honest here.
Yeah. What was like
But
4
like
lives left
the
at the end?
man count,
Attackers have discovered
like
the
the man
location
count
of the
doesn't
bomb.
lie, quite.
Yeah. I mean, I get and I respect that the team want to have another crack at it. I think oftentimes hitting up another site in the meantime can be very advantageous because VISU on the attack now, they know that if they just repeat the same steps, they have a pretty strong chance at winning out this round. And it was a 3-3 split. Okay, if Aten lose this round, go down 5-3, that just adds on to the pressure that they have. That gives them much less margin for error in terms of slipping up in later rounds.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a
Spino
bomb.
will be roaming around into the kitchen though, and he'll be looking to make a difference in the early minutes of the game.
Let's say it like this: if everything goes really completely for the worst for Aten, they still technically have 2 maps to win, just to make everyone forget this. So I wouldn't say I think best out of 3 doesn't yield quite well for a complete reverse sweep or full sail, but that's siege. But then again, we're now just gonna have to see how it's gonna work out, because who knows, maybe Aten will find a few more, let's say, unorthodox ways, and just to end this round onto VISU.
We're going to rotate downstairs into the basement and just continue to kind of mess with the attacks a little bit. Play this clock and just be in a position where you can catch them out from maybe an unexpected angle. The bottom of blue will certainly help support Chonsky on the top here. Janowski. They're just waiting to see what this attack is going to do. A minute gone, yet to put any real pressure on this Ivy staircase, as we're finally starting to see Farah moving up back into office again. I'm assuming is where he'll be going. Round 2, peppering a couple shots down. No mute jam on the board. You can just jump that drone on in. You still got 3 of them in the pocket to get rid of that shield. Let's wait and see what they're actually going to go for. Maybe waiting for a flashbang or some suppressive distractions. The Sharia gate, though, in the meantime, has been reactivated here, Terrell, and the time continuing to tick away. This is not going brilliantly for the side of VISU so far.
I guess time-wise, yep. But then again, like, as soon as they get the player off of those stairs, they get library control, which then again is very risky to peek, but would you look at that? Aten will make it work. The Aruni finds the... How's it called? Frets the needle through the hole?
Threads the needle. The iron needle.
Yeah. Exactly what he said. He's gonna make it work, but I'm more curious. Is gonna be followed up by another one or not? Because right now, a lot of pressure from VISU coming down onto the library side. They're trying to take out that Aruni, and a bit of dancing right there. But looks like they're trying to go on a safe route. Not gonna go more. Trying to peek it out anymore. But then again, like, the longer they wait for it, like, that's gonna kill them. At least JTD is gonna find one in the meantime. Billy, on the other hand, will revenge for his fallen member onto JTD, but Farah is gonna find one onto Aten again. And then trade back from Billy, like, back and forth. Lantu will find one onto Aten. Would now Aten will find one onto VISU. We'll get to see Drivery is right now on the push together with Lantu. Billy and Spiner are the ones that have to try to defend it. The plant will go down. Lantu is the one to cover. They seem to quite see it yet. It looks to be quite close. Spiner will get Lantu. Then again, you now have Drivery who barely survives, and Spiner will get it on, and Aten will get the round.
That was
Defenders have disabled
very
the bomb.
chaotic, to say the least, to end that round. I mean,
Successful.
a nice push trying to take out Mezzing, finding that pick onto Ivy. I still am a little bit uncomfortable with how many people are just walking up to deployable shields trying to take gunfights. Hasn't worked out for anyone yet. don't expect that to be something that changes anytime soon. But ultimately, a defensive win on the site, and that's what's important. Is now they get to choose their kind of secondary site. Bar Gaming obviously going to twice, and it's going to be the master bedroom and office, the site that we saw VISU play twice, win twice. It's a brilliant site, should be very comfortable, but the thing I really like to see from them is a different operator lineup. They got that Tachanka and they've got that Echo. These two, I guess, are they still 3 armor operators now that they changed? 125 health. I think 3 armor is still, a good descriptor.
They're slow as fuck.
They're slow, but chunky boys who are going to hold up the site. You've got that Shamika launcher, which on this site, I think actually has real potential because there's not a lot of space that you need to cover off with that fire. And you can bank them, you can bounce them off of walls. And, I mean, Tachanka's a great operator now. I actually really like Tachanka.
10 seconds left before insertion.
As I say, a couple of years ago, I always laughed at him, and now he's all of a sudden become a viable asset, which I
always be careful of who you make fun of in secondary school.
Yeah, look, he Tachanka. How can you say like he's now grown up?
Yeah, he's at his prime. He's had a glow up. He's rocking.
I think I will spare the comment I would have right now, but
he's been hitting up the gym. He no longer needs a mount to hold the LMG. He's just rocking it around.
Yeah, thing weighs 50 pounds or something.
Yeah, he's got a grenade launcher full of fire, just chilling in his back pocket, ready to use it any time. But the first Adrenal Surge being used a little bit early, just to give them an extra bit of health as they take these initial peeks towards the defense. No one playing too nearby, though. The defense holding much farther back. One inside a kitchen downstairs. That's just to deny this kind of vertical play, deny anyone sneaking through trophy and kitchen to come up the back of the solarium staircase, just to force them to spend more time if they choose to do that. But also just everyone else waiting around patiently upstairs. They're running on half full. One player playing on that piano shield, just waiting for the attack to come on in.
Pretty careful right now from outside, but VISU will find the first one for this round. Tachanka is out.
That's a massive pick to find.
Massive pick, and another massive one will come from the side of Aten. They will find JTD. Ash is out of the play. But then again, like, that Aruni doesn't look too very healthy with the HP, you know?
Yeah, the Rotera drone going to force Mute to take a back foot on this shield. Is it going to be blown up, in fact? The flank is going to be completely worked into Billy, taken off the board. A minute left now for this attack to line themselves up. And 4 versus 3, we cleared out the piano shield. This Rooney is on very, very little HP left as the Rotera drone going to go in. The frag grenade and paired with it. What a combination to find that pick. As Boy gets a little bit too aggressive. Round 2 with a punish him. Pull up to Spino now, Tyrrell. The plant's going down.
Finally, it is the right time to be alive. Spino will find Bilu. It's a 1v3 for him. The plant is down. The active drone Yokai completely rendering useless. Not even trying to stop this one. But then again, he now has someone in the corner. So if he manages to not make him go leave, that's at least one secured right there. But then again, he still needs to find 2 others. But I don't think as soon as the time runs out, he needs to find one, and he needs to find him quickly. He needs to give him quick succession, but no! Bravery will find Spino, and this round will go to VISU.
Teams keeping each other honest, keeping the scoreline very, very tight, and it's going to be difficult to see what's going to come between them here as the scoreline should continue to go one at a time. No team to win more than 2 rounds in a row. Once again, though, going to attempt this top floor site. Aten lost it last time, lost that to Tachanka very early on. No longer going for that Echo. Spino going, you know what? I want the 1.5, but I want a more flexible operator who's a little bit faster and can take the fights to my opponent a little bit quicker. So we're rocking that alibi.
Yeah, here's the thing. The Echo would have gotten a great use if you, well, pretty much are in time with your yokai to set everything up and usually have someone else as well as live to, how to say, pretty much steer right, just swing it in and just get the kill and at least stop the attackers right now, because even when you get put on the yokai, even when you pretty much absolutely blast their freaking eardrums off, you know, shatter everything, like they're still in that corner, they're still in that position to plant. Like you haven't quite stopped, and you just sort of delayed them for a great amount of time, yes, but still, like you've delayed them. And if you be able to combine this perfectly and, you know, stop them, because somebody else has to run in there, meaning somebody else will have to pretty much give up his line of sight onto one of your entryways. So again, it's like it didn't work out for them, because again, as a single person, yes, the yokai can clutch up, but I guess with so many people alive, yeah, and especially like time was also quite on VISU's side there. They had plenty of time.
Yeah, they definitely did. Able to just do a good job with it. And that's what's important. Managing time, managing utility very well, just to slowly whittle away at defense and pick up these rounds. Going to be starting once again by jumping straight into library. Getting that control of mezzanine, again working towards this office, going for the same sort of take. And that's what you want to see. If you win the round and your opponents choose to replay the same site, there's nothing wrong with just taking another crack at the same thing. You
rinse and repeat.
Once, it should work before. Exactly. Rinse and repeat, in and out. You get the job done. Kinsa just looking to see if he can find a pick there, going for some aggressive swings, but that breach already being opened on up. The lead jammer clearly not holding onto that wall for long enough, and yeah, well, he's going to continue to play on the shield. The terror drones are going to start to come in though, and that will start to disrupt his hold just a little bit. Bilu able to find another pick onto that Tachanka on the same long angle again though. Tyrrell, how is this happening to them? How? You can't allow that to happen twice.
Nope, you can't, definitely, for sure. And one thing that I would have loved to see is Finka actually getting the nade onto the arena, but right now, again, sitting quite in the pickle, but not holding out either, because it's not really in a position. VISU is managing to push Aten further and further back. The only person that I'm completely, that pretty much, you know, can completely flip this one is right now, your boy in that corner. As it's like, even then, like if they manage to sprint through on that corner, like VISU can have the play done and can create chaos the second ago. But then again, they at least need to open themselves a window right there. Driver pretty much in the best position, but Billy is gonna find Bilo in the meantime. Rendering out closer, delaying it. Alan C4 not gonna be able to connect, not to be able to do much damage either. But speaking of planting, Trevor's already there. Driver will find one. Driver will find two. Is he gonna make it free? No. Lanto will find one. Billy will find JDD though. It means it's all down to Billy from Aten to try to make this round work. The fuser has been planted, and it's again a 1 versus 3. Driver will be very low. He can pick him up easily and pretty much come out there on the gunfight, but no, he's getting shot. He's getting hit. Billy's completely clueless. He doesn't see one, and Driver on the floor has his angle covered, and goodbye, VISU. Make it a 6-4, and you know what that means. It is match point.
Yeah, again, they had on the defensive lineup there just the foot on the wrong side of the wall there. If you have that foothold on the left-hand side, closer to that double doorway from Piano, you're going to be able to get that angle onto the half wall where that plant went down. You're able to cover it just a little bit better. Either way, though, that's going to be a match point. Like you say, VISU taking this game by taking control in this game and going to this.
We are completely not prepared. Like these 2 minutes, 3 minutes we waffled beforehand are really needed.
Yeah,
let's point this out, because I think I can say for both of us, you know, we're not on our highest highs. Like we're still like, we haven't managed to find a groove really, and at least I definitely for sure.
Yeah, you know, you're just trying to get a read for these teams, and it's just all happening quite quick. Both of these teams really like this chaotic playstyle. It doesn't help give you that time to just kind of figure out what's going on. But I mean, VISU, they know what's going on.
I have to say like this: so the first half, everything was set up by the plan, and then in the end, it's like right execution. Just get it done somehow. Then we're pretty much treated to those scenes as of right now. But either way, it is fun. It is great. And then again, at the end of the day, if VISU will make this one, already map 1 secured, just one more map to go, and I'm not sure if they qualify, but I'm pretty sure they further advance on in the close qualifiers.
This attack from VISU, trying to win. Obviously, they're trying to win. Everyone wants to win. But if they win, they take home map number 1. They put us to Villa. Early damage onto Cananza. Just getting that chip with the frag grenade, but it's not going to be enough. Able to fight back with that DMR to pick up the opening kill. JTG goes down. That's the Yana gun. That's 2 sets of frag grenades. 1 gun 6. As well as that Gemini, which is really good at just scanning out. A quick droning tool. Get him to gather you that information. He's going to fall back to his shield inside of the cubby. Wait for these long angles that they've set up, just so they can start to challenge onto the attack. Got to be a little bit careful before you walk up to that doorway. The breach into office has been opened up, but the vertical pressure yet to be applied. It looks like the Aruni just creeping forwards, trying to see if they can pick something out of this round. Going to re-enable that surreal gate, and that's really going to hurt. You're going to have to invest another piece of utility if you want to use that doorway. Thankfully, the breach has been opened up, so they can go for that instead, but half the round has been wasted out by the defense. A minute 30 to make their assault downstairs. Remember, this upstairs is not the site. They've cleared out office, however, so at this point the vertical pressure has been for the most part relieved, and with the ace starting to whittle away at these dining walls, they now have a path to move onto his bomb chassis to potentially get a plant down.
Well, seeing Aten right now, they're still in all numbers. VISU has down by 1 and has 1 minute left, and I smell Billy flanking, but these shots, they definitely didn't help, because now Bilo is on the hunt for him. But then again, if he just managed to waste time enough, like, it should be working all right as well, because VISU, they're getting further and further on to a bit of the time crunch, I would say, because 40 seconds left, and they're still not really quite clear on to getting the plan going through, because as soon as they walk in, they still have way too many angles to hold and way too many gunfights to take. 30 seconds. Now the clock, like the finger boost will come in. This looks to be like the push that they're trying to look forward, but again, shots are gonna come through. The Alibi will find one. That's gonna be a driver. Pharaoh will find on the other hand. The Aruni grenades are flying. Spino goes down. 3 versus 3. The blend will go off. I'm not sure everyone is positioned. No, the double, the collab, pretty much. And that's it. The round is crushed by Aten. Holy moly! I want to see a replay of that shot.
Was that
How is this possible?
Was that upstairs, maybe above?
It's like everyone was like lined up, and it's like in like one burst or almost one shot just like through.
I'm not sure, but either way, Aten doing a great job just to hold on to that round, and now returning to Baron Gaming. 50% win rate for them on the defense of this site. Won it once, also lost it once. VISU, again, still on match point. This time there is no cushion. Aten to put them to overtime to win this round. Can they do it? Can they secure that overtime? Well, we're going to have to wait and see. VISU will be hoping not. They've changed up their lineup a little bit, bringing the fuse this time up. That's what we call spicy tech. I have to say, as a fuse enjoyer, I do like me some fuse. You know, rocking that elite skin on the fuse as well, just to show my true support. I think it's interesting that they've left that in play.
How to say, I generally approve the use of fuse, because you can do great stuff with it, but like, how to say, like, I'm just asking myself a bit, like, what things could happen if they probably didn't choose bar.
Well, it doesn't matter. JTG had a last-minute swap onto the Twitch anyway.
Yeah, okay, maybe I forget that 6-pick isn't a thing anymore, and you can see and change. But yeah, see, this is why let's say I don't like it, because again, you can have the perfect setup, which then again I'm still asking, like, why you pick up for Fuse now? Because like, I'm pretty sure, like, right now where your boy is, right now where the smoke is, you can definitely fuse the hell of shit out and get a free kill. Yeah. Like, guaranteed. Like, absolutely guaranteed. And then again, like even like the whole site, you pretty much confuse it clear. Like, just do it. You can go pretty much planned or like even for after planned. Like, all right.
Scan the ref
Just,
different.
either way, it needs to work for VISU right now. Otherwise, they're gonna go overtime, and that's probably the last thing they would like to be.
Yeah, Fuse, one of those niche operators where when you put them in their strong suit, you're thinking of classic Fuse sites, such as the basement site on Clubhouse, where you can go into that kitchen, take full control. Those sorts of
Cafe
sites where
in
you have that
general.
control. Yeah, Cafe again. We saw Uno on the old G2 roster play a lot of Fuse on Cafe, but well, half the round gone. The shield on Ivy has finally been removed. You've got to be very careful, though, of Kinan Sir, as he continues to play inside a library. He's going to have to pick up a kill. That's the Thinker gone. No more Adrenal Surges, no health boosts for the attack, as well as those frag grenades off the table. Drivery trying to see if he can find anything with that PDW, but no one's peeking up into him. No one's challenging him just yet. As his timer continues to tick down, the Saria Gate still active on the piano wall. Might have to invest a smoke canister just to get rid of that so they can push their way through. Maybe Farah is going to be able to use a flashbang to clear that space out. Either way, they need to start committing to a push. Got to be careful of Frostmats as well, though. Tyrell has 50 seconds left. Still, Ivy and Mezzanine players that you have to contend with before you can go downstairs.
Out. Manga's gonna get burned out, but then again, the Wamai, he still has a gun. He can fight back. Same as for the Aruni, but no, Pharaoh gonna cut down on the Wamai, and there you go. Aruni falls as well. Back onto the 3 versus 2. It's not. It's looks like a back and forth, but still, right now, upper hand is still on Aten. JTD is 100% sure on that smoke, and he will win the gunfight, making it a 2v2. 50 seconds left to swing. He downs Billy, effectively making Spinal the last one alive for Adam, who can pull this. And no! JTD will find the last, and with that, Chalet will go on to VISU. Holy moly! Right to the last moment.
Yeah, I mean, we said this game was chaotic. That last round just proves it. Another round, which comes down to what? A 2v4 for the attackers to overcome. 30 seconds on the clock. Somehow, JTG just able to find it. But, well, that's going to be map number 1. That's going to be a 7-5.
7-5 from VISU, like absolutely, like I'm amazed by it. But then again, because it is still the best out of 3. That means we still have at least one more map to play, and we're gonna go on Villa. But before we do that, we're gonna hop in a very quick break, get our emotions resettled and everything, and we'll be back in just a bit. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is Talent League. I'm still Terrell. This is still Ben. And we're still on to the match between Aten versus VISU, the match between France and Finland.
Mm.
And after this absolutely chaotic chalet, we're now moving on to Villa. And I would like to recap it, but then again, someone just started the lobby, so I don't even have time to talk about shit. But then again, back to the operator bands. Let's go.
I mean, we'll give a quick rundown for those of you who missed our what's the word I'm looking for here? Action-packed, fast-paced, chaotic, non-stop juggernaut of a blockbuster movie that was our chalet game. You're looking at 7-5 scoreline in favor of VISU, so they are now on series point. If they win Villa, they will win this best of 3 in a 2-0 fashion. Aten looking to bring the scores back to 1-1 to then take us to our decider map, which is Border if we're treated to it. But for now, Thatcher and Jackal off the table. Nothing too unusual here on Villa.
I swear to God, if one team does not ban Thatcher and actually uses him throughout the whole 6 rounds, I will fucking give them a tenner.
The bounty has been set. If you run Thatcher, you get a tenner.
The bounty has been set for 5 seasons or something. Jesus Christ, people!
Well, looks like VISU starting on that attack feel that they do not need Jackal to keep an eye on these roamers, and that, makes sense. You've got operators like Nomad for that job, although we have seen a steady rise in teams adapting and starting to bring Zero under their repertoire, just because you get 4 of those cameras. If you have someone who's dedicated to sitting on them, to watching them, you can get a lot of information. But, as never here nor there, Eager to Games is going to be the first destination on this wild train ride through Villa.
Attackers need to locate
And it's a
defuse
fairly
as many
standard
bombs as
lineup
they
here,
can.
too. Nothing you wouldn't expect. Although they are trying to reinforce the rotate, which is interesting. They reinforce the rotate.
Yeah, no, but then people do want the rotate next to or quite onto the wall, so... But, like, I've seen it come up a couple of times, but, how to say, this is a French team. A French team has a complete different understanding of the game than any other European team.
10
Then
seconds.
again, BDS is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Their
them.
first team.
5 seconds left.
So the French way of understanding this game is something completely different.
Attacker's
And
objective is to locate
then
a
again,
bomb
like,
and
it is
defuse
something like, how to say... For the keen people who dare to, let's say, step out of the French scene and play something else, like, I can guarantee you, like, they will not be able to really gel or match up with each other, like, as some other nationalities. Let's say it like this, because really, like, each scene builds their sort of, let's say, own understanding, their own form.
Yeah, different kind of styles of play. But this Rome, it's been set up by Aten, just trying to encapsulate this whole of the top floor, just slowly try and pick away at the attack as they get peeled away. They form this site up like layers, a bit like ogres. The frag grenade coming in will be caught by the magnet. That's going to be the indication for Kina, so just to fall back, play on that red stairs maybe instead. Nope, got to go all the way around to main just to shore that up. No attackers in that region for the time being, although you can see those 2 red outlines in the bottom right corner of the screen at the moment, just running all the way around, going for this downstairs take, maybe to tackle main stairs. That's where Farah is just currently trying to open up. Billy finds the first pick. That's Drivery going down. Finds the second. Reloads, doesn't get the third. Farah able to shut that down, but they've still lost 2 very important attackers. That's going to hurt.
For one, I would say that is a pretty good deal for Adam. Holy moly. If he would have just decided to reload, that would have been an absolute guarantee. Just 3 right off the board, and VISU pretty much the round for them would have been chalked straight away. But boy, definitely setting up Adam definitely setting up themselves well. But then again, JTD doesn't give a shit about this crap. He's gonna find one onto Keenan.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Here comes the... Fuck me. Here comes the Malusi. He's gonna find one on VISU. I am absolutely hated on these names. I'm used to just tell out names. Then again,
Attackers recovered the
2 versus
diffuser.
3 for VISU's side right there. Claymores are getting placed 45 seconds. It's still, wouldn't say plenty of time, but still time to work with. We have the Malusi downstairs. Spinal holding down from Armory is just now a question. Smokes and canister coming through, so now it's pretty much being set 30 seconds. The time is ticking, the clock is running down. VISU will need to find at least 1 or 2 and then go for the plant, but so far it's just not really coming along together right now. A few stuns and flashes are coming through, but now the push comes in. Malusi has to from far, but no, GTD immediately right down there. Having them covered, it's 1v1. No! Spino will do it. He will save the round for Adam. As JTD, like, this round, he was missing. He was missing, this dude.
Yeah, Billy with that play downstairs, though, definitely did so much work for Aten there. Just the fact that they were able to get those 2 frags off the board. You get rid of the gridlock, you get rid of the Finker. That threat on main stairs, not really a problem anymore. That freed up so much pressure off of the Wamai, who had rotated to that position, just to start fragging out. Yes, he fell anyway.
Attackers need to locate and
Died
defuse
to the
bombs.
Yana pushing in, but you know what? You got to respect a little rat play from a Jaeger downstairs, and now they're going to move across to Trophy and Statue, rocking a little bit more of an interesting lineup here. They've brought that alibi onto the table. They've got the opening on the left section of that wall from Statue, which is going to give them that line of sight onto the vaulted window. But they've got that Thunderbird as well. Rock of the Baron Knight, I'd imagine to see the spear in the hands of that operator as well. Just waiting to see what they're going to use these kind of stations for. The change to them that you no longer get overstim from them does let you put them in more high traffic areas as a defender, and they'll only be used once you've taken that damage, which means you're going to get the full value of it, which is really nice to see. You're no longer going to get it stimmed. It's on a 30-second cooldown. You don't get to have it when you want it.
Well, I must say I am not used to see a Thunderbird. But then again, I am watching this with great, what's it called? Well, what? No. What's the scene from Star Wars with Anakin? What's it like? He's young and like they're watching him.
We will watch your progress with great interest.
Exactly. We will watch your progress on this one. Seeing right now, VISU struggling to find themselves a footing with pretty much 50 seconds already gone. Like, no step inside. Just a little hole in the window that's gonna hurt a bit comfortably, but not really yield much to any ground gains.
Yeah, Keenan, sir, still peeking away here. Gonna get some drop. Nearly loses life on the fadeaway, but is going to be able to escape. That should be able to now give them the opportunity to run to site, use these current stations to heal themselves up, which will definitely help when this later parts of the round comes through. Nearly half the round gone, no picks in favor of either team. VISU have this control up to landing now and will be looking to push themselves on into either of these sites. Most likely Statue for the plant trophy just to apply some pressure onto the remaining defenders. But gotta be careful of this lurking Malusi. If you get caught off on a flank, it could be huge. VISU, though, going to decide that, you know what, it's safe. I don't have to worry about it too much. These cap drops on the staircase will dissuade the Malusi from doing anything too aggressive, as now they're just continuing to line themselves up towards this site. Billy getting aggressive onto that walk-in closet, looking for the prick. Drivery on this landing, taking a little bit of damage, but ultimately holding on tight. Lantu, though, will fall to Billy. The run out, able to take the Zofia off the board. That's the pressure gone from Master Bedroom, and that frees up that doorway from Trophy. But the Queen in, JTD finds the first pick. Farah able to get one, but King, who watched him with interest, he was able to find two for his efforts. Holding on to sight tight, will be shut down by Bilu. Wins the spear matchup in that instance. The 2x scope really helping, but the flank coming in behind. He took his time, he took his patience, but ultimately was rewarded for it. The turnaround from that smoke as well. How do you land that shot from the move?
It's just Aten, like, completely, like, flip around, like, it's like they found just 4 kills straight in a row, like, completely demolishing any advantage just gained in just in a second. Like, yeah, I am astonished.
Yeah, I mean, you know, taking that early control.
So,
but now here's the thing, Tyrell. They have to go to this tertiary bomb site. They're going to dining room and kitchen. Got the pulse in tandem. They've also got
10
the
seconds
cat
left.
cam, which is pretty cool. You know, both these operators, you don't see too often. Pulse does get brought out a lot on this site specifically, though, just for that ability to pick up fragment upgrades.
Defuse a bomb.
I think for someone like me who is just old, like, playing pulse is like always a good thing, especially like when you're like in a like, let's say, lower bomb side and you have, let's say, upper floors to sort of control. Like, he's always good as you, let's say, bring back up to still fight back, to still be an absolute menace, to still give that. That's why I love Blackbeard so much, because even though Blackbeard shield is just fucking paper, it still gives that fear factor. That's still this kind of like annoyance. That's still the point that gets someone completely boarding and it's like put them out of their mental state wherever the hell they are. Just like pop that little bubble there is right now in. It is perfect.
Yeah.
And as Billy will find a drone making it the biggest highlight so far in the last 45 seconds. Right now, I don't see much from VISU in that sense.
Just letting this defense wait patiently. Aten don't want to overexpose themselves, don't want to give too much up, but finally we might see some engagements. JTD walking into statue quite boldly. The red ping's coming through just to make sure that they can find this pick on the staircase. Got to be very careful of that angle though. Some shots will be peppered backwards and forwards, but Kinasa going to be the one to fall. Right downstairs with the nitro cell, going to be able to pick up the frag. JTD, speaking of frags, sends one flying straight into the face of Billy.
Well, minute 30 right now on the clock. I see the Thunderbird still up on side trying to look through and everything, but so far not so far. Right now, the holes that are getting made by the sledge, by Bilo, they're just anything but nice. As JTD will find one. That's gonna be the Thunderbird out. Spino and your boy just still trying to hold it off.
Well, just trying to hold on to sight now, waiting to see what they can.
In position. Targets detected. Stay back. Cover your ears.
Well, I would like to come in now, but I am slightly behind, so who knows what the hell is happening right now. Because right now I'm still in the 30 seconds, but I believe there's about 15 seconds ahead. So far, I just got confirmation. Smoke just ran out on one side of Matt, trying to make a play and just, well, pretty much the round is all done and set and done. Give us a few, well, round is done. Give us a few seconds to get us back into our fitting groups and shit.
Yeah.
We'll be back in just a minute.
It's always fun watching these runouts happen, just trying to hide away. Oh, the fake was able to take the kill. We are back. Apologies for the slight disruption there. Just some technical issues going on behind the scenes, but we should hopefully have everything back under wraps in time for round number 4. This defensive extended hold once again being enforced by Aten. Billy taking some early damage though. That's from the outside of the master bedroom window.
Well, losing roughly about half of the HP, but that doesn't seem to run much, really, as Billy is still staying down on living, waiting for his time, giving a striking blow onto Travery because, well, if he gets the intel, if it works out, that's going to be hurting quite a lot, but so far 2 minutes now on the clock, and we think we see slight gains in astronomy, so,
Attackers have located a bomb.
going slow, going bit by bit. Going through, but So I'm curious on how Adam will bounce back. And speaking of bouncing back, it's immediately happened. Keen will find the kill onto Billo, rendering out the Finca.
Yeah, and that does really help Aten hold on now. You're losing a pretty solid weapon in that LMG, but more importantly, you can continue to just sit a little bit safely with the knowledge that there's frag grenades off the table. And, well, with half the round left to play for VISU, they really need to find a way to open up these picks. 19 yet to be taken by them. So that's where Billy just getting a little bit aggressive, trying to see if he can play a little bit feistily on these corners to try and catch anyone off. As we'll be waiting to see what this approach is. The hesitation, though, from them, no hot droning comes through. The drone will be shot off, and then they lose this information on where Billy is playing. You need to have someone pushing up with the drones, people. Hot droning is a brilliant thing to be able to incorporate into your play, but look at this, Tyrrell. The timer just continues to tick away. Nothing is being done, and flank is on.
Oh, just gonna have to clear through the gridlocks, but it's gonna take a little bit of while till the Melusi will make it eventually. But then again, like, no one is gonna watch them, and if played correctly, that's gonna be a huge blow just coming up. But Rivalry will find one again. Lantern will find another. Yeah, boy, comes back. Adam will strike back with two of their own, making it a 3 versus 2. I believe the Melusi has not been spotted out yet. VISU is already in the site.
15 seconds to go.
Trying to make that a plan now. It's all down to Driver to save. But now the C4, Pharaoh can't do it anymore. He has no one who can protect him. And Melusi will finish this off. And Adam will bounce back straight immediately after this round loss. Oh boy.
Well, that is going to continue to accelerate Athens' lead in this series. 3-1 the scoreline is sitting at, and they get to run back the trophy again, a site which they picked up quite comfortably in the last time around. Came down to that 2 versus 2, but both their players knew what they were doing in the dying seconds of the round. That seems to be kind of a running trend for Aten here. In these dying seconds on defense, they just seem a little bit more composed. Maybe the pressure of just having to find their way into sight, having to get that down and get the plant set, starting to creep into VISU's gameplay. Because, you know, Chalet, they were quite clinical. They knew what they were doing, and they would take time and, well, take ground in a timely fashion. Same isn't quite ringing true here on Villas. This, again, extended roam setup from Aten. I'm a fan. I like the way they're playing it, and they're doing a good job of just working away at this clock.
10 seconds left.
You could say that because Chalet was a map that VISU picked, and then Villa was a map that Adam picked. You know, both teams were sort of like, you know, they play home to their, you know, best maps. So, but obviously that was a very close one from VISU and Chalet. But right now Villa seems to be Adam is, I wouldn't say run away yet, but definitely having the upper hand as of right now.
Absolutely, and well, first drone's going to be shot on down as they're just starting to peel away at this attack. The Gemini clone coming through won't be shot out immediately. You want to shoot those out because it doubles the recharge timer that it will cost for Yana to get them back active again. But that's neither here nor there, as again, just keen answer, just going to fall back once again. Just keep on dropping further back towards 90. Now running back forwards to Vault. One step in, one step out. They're just waiting to see what this attack is going to do. You don't want to give them too much ground, and as you say that, JTD picks up a frag. Yes, the Nitro Cell able to fall into the pocket of that Thunderbird early on, takes them down, and there we go, Janoski able to find yet another pick onto Bailu. JTD, though, keeping numbers even. That's going to be
versus 3, and we only have a minute down, so that's definitely quicker than last time, for sure. We're definitely seeing now quite a lot of more speed, especially from VISU. Like, shots are coming, flying left, right, and center. Trades are in, but looks like now it's gonna go a bit more onto the stalemate. We're gonna see Lantu gonna make a bit of the longer flank, bit of the longer route outside, and I am reading a timeout, though I would like to know why and how and sure and what.
You can't just be settled with the basics, can you, Tyrell? You need to know everything.
Nah, yes.
And you know what? That's what we appreciate. You do all the hard work for us, that we know what's going on. But now these 3 remaining attackers trying to whittle away into sight. Got a minute left to work with.
Just trying to see what picks they can find to get themselves some space inside of the actual site, because that is something that they are yet to do. All three remaining defenders playing around this site. The Malusi going to be trying to engage onto Lantu. And, well, he's kind of fallen prey on this side of the map to everyone that he's engaged with in previous rounds. Finally going to be able to force some space for himself. Yeah, boy, getting close and personal with the shotgun as they like to do. Finds the first onto Farah. JTG finally rotating back upstairs to give some support, but his teammates already fallen. The shots from Screamo going to be the first to fall. He'll turn around, pick himself a double kill up to see the round home. 4-1 now, this half is, and it's very one-sided for Aten here on Villa.
I did not see this alibi at all. I was completely hidden away. Well, either way, it's now putting them a 4-1 for Aten, and as Driver Reed needs a little break, which I want to know why. Because if he has to sort his stuff out or whatever, or his food came, I don't care. I would like to know why we are having to stop this great momentum from Aten.
It is unfortunate for Aten that they have this pause coming in when they're on such a streak, but it's also going to give VISU a little bit of time to figure out what they want to do for attacking this kitchen and dining site. They won it out before. It wasn't the cleanest of rounds, but a round win is a round. Oh no, it was a pretty clean round. It was 4 remaining, wasn't it? That was the run-out round. So they sweep the floor with it. That was the technical issue round.
Yeah, the run out, yeah, the wasn't 4 alive, but like they managed to pick up 4 like straight in succession.
Did VC not have 4 alive at the end of that round?
Yeah.
Basically, they know
pretty much they find 1 to 2.
Yeah,
and everything completely, like the pendulum swings completely back onto Adam and just wipes out VISU just in a row.
Yeah, so VISU should be able to pick up this round, in theory.
Theoretically, but you know, we'll have to see. Right now, like I'm curious, like I don't see the pulse anymore, so that's a bit interesting. Like they're not gonna try maybe a bit out with the Mozzie mute, see how that works. So definitely, let's see more interesting picks are coming out to play. And then again, like your favorite Capcan is also not on this one. So
yeah, changing up the lineup, go for more of this intel denial, bringing that Mozzie into play, and I mean, you know, Kiranso had some lovely shots from that 1.5. You know, given the P10 Roni, also has the 1.5, still got that Nitro cell on the board. Nice way to run things.
Change up the lineup, adapt onto your enemies, and just find ways, you know, how to beat them. Just don't try to rinse and repeat the shit that hasn't worked, clearly.
I do like to see this adaptation coming out from the attack, though. Bring in the Lion just to help with this clear upstairs, appreciating that they don't feel they need the hard breach, and if you don't need a hard breacher, you might as well bring some other form of utility to help you upstairs. They have plenty of destruction with the Ash, the Zofia, and importantly that Sledge, who has those 25 uses of the hammer, just to rip open this floor, redecorate the site, and more importantly, give you those angles down onto the common anchoring positions where the defenders usually like to lie in wait, but instead it's going to be this slow crouch walk. I was going to say a rush, but I don't think that's an apt description here. The turtle up the stairs, JTD in the lead. Bilu just behind them. There's a barricade at the top of the staircase, but the hammer should be able to make short work. Yeah, boy, still doing work inside the site. The General Surge, the EDDs, the E1Bs are all flying in. They've completely taken the site by storm here, Tyrell.
Holding up the angles right now, taking on 2. Billy will find 1 though, but no! Lato will find again, cutting down onto 3. Never mind cutting down 4's driver. It's all down to Kid, who has no clue he sees it, and the Lion and the VISU would take this absolutely. They sneak through, they rush through, they get the plan done. Adam completely outplayed on this one. Damn! That's what I love to see. Jesus.
That was a round and a half.
That's not a round and a half. That was pretty like, right? Fuck this shit. We'll stop breaking this. Like, we'll just go through and do it. Adam will probably be thinking like, the fuck?
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Either way,
defused by attackers.
Adam is on the attack now. They just need 3, and then we're gonna go to border. But if VISU will manage it to get in time onto 7, then it's all over for them.
Bomb located by attackers.
Yep, well, it's going to be a hard one for VISU to fight back from, even if they are now on that advantageous side, on that defense. Rocket and Thorn, which is cool to see bringing in. Is that the first time we've seen Thorn inside of Talent? We haven't seen it all of last game. Didn't see it
10 seconds to
in the
insertion.
last half.
So, for someone who hasn't watched, like, what does Thorn do?
See that little deployable gadget she just threw down?
The bomb.
It looks like an Ella mine.
It's kind of like an airmine, but it explodes.
It explodes.
Yes, so when you walk through it, it starts a timer. And after the short timer, it will blow up. Kabloom.
And it's an insta-kill?
Yes, but it's like a 3-second detonation.
Yeah, so why didn't we do this with Capcom then? Like a billion gazillion years ago?
Taking point. Don't follow.
What do you mean? It's like a different Capcom.
Yeah, but Capcom used to make you go in, boom, and you're dead. And this is now an old Capcom, which is
But it's not on a door.
you took
It can be
the
thrown
old
anywhere.
Capcom and decided to mix it with an Ella.
Yeah,
But then again, it's like, oh no, we can't have anyone die instantly again. We'll just need to add a 3-second timer, which then again, like anyone who like, I'm pretty sure it has a very big sound cue. Am I right?
when it detonates, yeah, you can get out the way pretty quickly. But you're
Yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to-
but like you hear it when it's like how to say when you trigger it.
yeah, you hear when you trigger it.
Who the fuck dies then from this shit? They must be deaf and fingers, same as JDD, who just jumps out, gets his kill with the shotgun up the spinal, but it gets blown to pieces from a claymore.
It's more like a dislodging tool. It's not really a killing tool. It's like it goes off, it forces people back, or it forces them further in. You have crossfires with it, and that jazz, you know.
Do you
By the
think an Ash gives a shit when it rushes through this crap?
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. You push hard and you can get around it. VISU though, still down 1 because obviously JTD died to that claymore. Set themselves up to try and open up Vault just to give them another angle. That's going to take it's going to take all of those pellets off. The mist throw. Oh no! It got all the pellets, but not the jammer. That's not ideal. That's gonna slow things down a little
10
bit.
online.
Oh boy.
Still waiting on that shield. Jaeger lying patiently with that reflex in tow. The Russian reflex. The reflex
the other side.
C? B? Reflex B. Farah. Gonna use these smoke grenades just to try and choke off Vault. The shield still in play is going to cause a lot of problems here for Aten on the attack. The ADS has been burned, but it's still something they have to try and remove. They're finally able to do so. The push coming up main stairs now, but 20 seconds here for this push to come through. Jaeger finds one. Lam2 watching the back, covering his teammates able to find a second one. The swing coming in from the balcony will be shut down. Yeah, boy finds one onto the Jaeger in exchange. We're still in the 1 versus 3. The shots from the Thorn, the back of the bar counter, seal the deal on the round. VISU pick up the first round of their defensive half. They're narrowing the scoreline here now, down to 4-3, only a 1-round lead for Aten.
Well, question is, will Visa pull through? Will they pretty much make a comeback? Or will Adam just straight up stop this and will get this round for them? If you ask your Epson here who said right about let's say 15 minutes before, he said like, I hope it's gonna be a quick game because I seriously want to go out. And I said like, congratulations, you
Attackers need
idiot.
to locate and defuse
You
as many bombs as they
jinxed
can.
it because now you're gonna have pretty much 3 maps and pretty much every single round played with at least 15,000 hiccups. And so far it's holding true.
I mean, both of these games have been nail-biters for sure. Both these teams have been fighting back and forth.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like there's no denying on this. But as someone who is sadistic, I just love to see Epson getting tortured by this stuff.
I'm still waiting to see though. Who is going to be the team to break this? Can VISU, now that they're on their defensive half, they looked quite comfortable holding on to Aviator games, as you'd expect. You know, teams should be very comfortable holding on to their primary bomb sites, bringing it home and continuing to accelerate their lead, or in this case, start to recoup their losses. But Drivery on this roam, not quite as thorough as the setup from Aten on this extension, because they had invested nuke jammers, Kona stations, just to keep yourselves, keep your HP up, keep the walls closed off. This time around, Malusi going for the late round location, or the late round reinforcement, I should say. She was never in doubt. She was never in doubt. That wall was being reinforced, but she's taking a lot of damage from this early peak. Yana already finding herself at the top of main stairs.
See, this is so nice because we have basically wall hacks, and if people know how close they were, like they probably would, let's say, absolutely eat themselves away. But Keen will find one onto Bilu, finally running at the Melusi, already pretty much weakened up. Just a quick bite.
Yeah, Drivery completely drowned out. Completely drowned out. Billy will collect that freebie in his books as they're just continuing this push from Study side, making sure they have good control, and they'll set themselves up some flank watch as well, just making sure no one sneaks up behind them, because, well, we've seen what Janoski is able to do when running up behind. He's found himself double kills in this game, just on cheeky little flanks, walking up the stairs. Speaking of Janoski, going to be able to put a little bit of a sneaky drone up on that statue.
Just act like another pair of eyes that grows on the arm, you know, like everything will be fine. Either way, intel is secure for Adam. As long as nobody spots it out, it's all fine, and clear and good. But so far, looking down a bit, it doesn't seem like, you know, Adam has definitely made, you know, gains on the manpower. They definitely cut down on the VISU, but Adam's still going a bit too slow to my taste. But then again, Lantu will find one onto Adam, rendering down the Finca once more again, and just right down on the door. That bulletproof, they're definitely gonna spot. No, that should have been a save one for VISU, but no, Adam will fight back. Even gets another one as well from Billy's side, making it a well, never mind actually. Like Adam will just win it. They just winged it and won it. Absolute, like, looked good for VISU. Looked like a safe kill. Looked like a safe one. Like, right, that's, you know, pushed them back again. But no, Adam has just walked in. They just managed to just put them out. 5-3.
It just fell apart once they found those two opening picks on the roam. Aten just had their number. They knew what they were doing, and they were able to pick them up fairly easily. There was no real contention from the Malusi, taking that early damage from the main set push from Yana. At that point, Jaeger all by himself, Yana cutting off his retreat, a sledge hunting him down. You never really favour them in that odds when that information is being relayed to the attackers. Still, though, they're going to try and do this site once again, this time bringing a slightly altered lineup. They got a mute. They got the not the Finker. The Finker's on the attack. They've got the other healing operator. They have the Thunderbird.
I think you, who's probably been, let's say, quite more active than me, not even struggling with the operators.
Would, do you reckon Finker would get played if she was a defender? If you could bring Finker, just Finker actually, maybe change the guns a little bit. She loses the LMG, but Finker on defense be pretty good. You just heal up your team whenever you want. Just kind of chill.
That pretty much makes Doc completely useless. So think about that for a second. Like then you have to buff Doc in a very, very hard way.
Yeah.
Already change him, but see, like I think like the moment you add way too many operators, the like balancing becomes a huge issue.
Yeah, it certainly becomes more difficult as operators get added in exchange. You know, now that Thunderbird kind of does a better job of healing her teammates than Doc does, it makes it hard to justify bringing on that Doc. But
or let me ask you this: like, is it still justified to bring a Rook?
I don't think we've seen Rook for a while.
Because he's rendered useless pretty much in this day, time, and age. But
yeah, you get like an extra 10 HP now, which is pretty cool.
Extra 10 HP.
Yeah.
Which is again pointless.
Might be 20.
Yeah, which is again pointless as soon as you pull a headshot. Oh, Explosive there, grenades fly, C4s fly, both of them each render a kill, making it a forward force. Cancel that, Keen throws himself in, making it a
Oh my
42! Bilo pretty much down. JTD will fight back. He's gonna find out Spino, but Bilo's still down, making really just JTD the last one alive. Aten now on the hunt. They're gonna get the plant, but it doesn't fucking matter. They want the kill, they want the blood, and they get it. The round win. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to match point.
Well, if VISU didn't have a difficult job ahead of them before, they have a nigh impossible mountain to hurdle now. 6-3. They need to win three defensive rounds in a row.
Hold on. I think I can hear the pain. It's probably gonna be a third map. It means we're gonna be able to go on to border for them. And now I'm gonna hear some fucking bullshit like, oh no, I can't do the map. So you're not gonna be able to see the final.
Well, either way, we have to see if VISU are able to pull off the immountable, but setting themselves up the same way as they did before. They got that Thorn in tow with the Aruni, just going to help extend their presence across to the other half of the map. Just making sure that they have these Thorn charges down, just scattered around the site, just being a little bit of a nuisance. There's some really cool tricks you can do with them, hiding in the floorboards. I think that is what Bilu has done now on the floor inside a site, so that when someone pushes in through that zombie doorway, they walk over the planks in the wood, on the floor, you know, the little metal bars hidden amongst those. Either way, I'm imagining we'll see Aten go for this vertical clear once again, although it looks like there's quite a few of them lined up towards ruins. Maybe this will just be a straight main stairs take.
May as well could be, but do you think Adam will just want to have it through like in a split second, or you think they will absolutely make sure that they do not make any mistakes or any little hiccups for this last one?
Well, it looks like they are still going for this master bedroom push, so my assumption would be that they are just trying to play clinical, and the early damage onto the Aruni does go to support that idea. They are going to just be quite clean with how they execute this final, in their eyes, final hopeful round. Obviously, VISU hoping for a couple more to get to play. The frag grenades coming off from down below. JTD will be the one to find the first pick, though, playing down inside of Library. Has the Thorn for nearby support, has been brought down to quite low HP, though, as they're just waiting around inside of the art vault, just looking to see what they're able to, what nonsense they're able to cause downstairs. Still have the nitro cell in the pocket, JTD, of course, so later on, if he isn't dealt with by the attack, he will be able to deny the plant vertically.
Oh, Lentu, still low on HP, still holding on at an angle at least 1 minute 30. One person of Alan is down, so it looks a bit better for VISU, but JTD also quite like. I think now I can see like this is why you want to Thunderbird, because then again you can go on the gunfights, have them heal up again. Like little mistakes will be rendered out, but still I would have absolutely laughed the shit out of if Billy would have got that nade onto Bilo, but instead Billy will get taken out by Pharaoh, making it a 5 versus 3 for VISU's side right there, as Adam not looking all too great anymore. Like, it looks like they're falling slightly a bit apart. They definitely rendered down a lot, but then again, there are two people they can pick off quite easily. They can't fight. They don't have much HP to fight with, and yeah, boy, we'll find one. It's gonna be Drivery, but almost gets the second one as well. Still 30 seconds left. It's now looking to be quite a crunch on this side, but JTD will find one onto the Finka. Whoa, the shotgun as well, yeah, boy, and look at that. Bilo will find one onto Spino, and VISU extend their chances just about. Holy moly.
Well, that is going to be one round closer to the comeback from VISU, as they're just looking to, again, keep on holding tight. Trophy statue is going to be the go-to here. The lineup coming out, JTD rocking that alibi once again. We saw what alibi was able to do on Chalet. Can the same be replicated
Attackers need to
here
locate
on
and
Villa?
defuse bombs.
We'll have to see. But the lineup for now. No Jaeger, interestingly, in the lineup. Choosing to bring the Wamai instead, and I think that's an interesting choice. Wamai is an operator who hasn't seen quite as much love from a lot of teams as he maybe deserves. If you're just looking at bringing one of them, there is a good case to be made that the Wamai is the superior option. Because you're looking at just what utility they have. Proximity alarms or barbed wire kind of fill a similar role. You can bring impact grenades, obviously, on that Wamai if you choose to. But in terms of pure projectile stopping prowess, there are more magnets that Wamai gets than ADS's Jaeger gets. And you can deploy them a little bit more easily throughout the round. There's obviously that on that cooldown, but they get thrown out rather than having to be placed. Less time involved, less risk involved. Means you can adapt very easily with Wamai to where the attack is coming from. Speaking of that, they are coming from study balcony. They're looking to clear up main stairs, clear up landing. It looks like Bilu. We saw him pull off some wonderful plays in the last round. He may be the first point of engagement in this one. Last time around, he got caught out by an aggressive push up main stairs. This time, he will get caught out from main entrance, the vertical grenade being used to great effect to take the Malusi off the board.
I'm out. Gotta reload.
Well, that one is gonna sting for Bilu, especially is seeing how they're now in the fight of the pickle. But another nade will come from Alan with hit drivery. It is it is nade season, ladies and
Attackers have located a
gentlemen.
bomb.
You better get your ADSs up.
Sending out Gemini.
Well, listen. There's one, two. There are 4 grenades still left. So we could see the whole VISU getting taken out by a grenade this round.
Yeah, we could see the grenade ace
Bomb
coming
located
through.
by
That would be
attackers.
quite impressive.
That would be historic.
JTD sneaking up on the thinker. How did he lose that gunfight? He's reloading with an LMG. The ADS time on that gun is too high, but Kanunsa able to find gets another kill. That's Farah going down. Lantu in the 1 versus 5 to secure this map, or to keep this map alive, I should say. Can't even win the first gunfight. Struggling to land the shots on the Yana. Will find Billy. Will get the injure onto the Yana, but the Adrenal Surge will pick her back up. Can't quite secure the kill. Yes, able to land that headshot. The 1 versus 3. The plant is down. The time is ticking against them. The lovely tap onto the thinker. A 1 versus 2. The odds slowly falling back in favor of Lantu. Little HP to battle back with those. These 2 remaining attackers have fallen quite far back on these angles, playing quite passively. The diffuser will start to be whittled away on has to push up. Splino will be the one to find the kill. Aten take Villa. Maps 2 in their favor. We will need a 3rd map to differentiate these 2 teams.
Holy moly, I did not. I am absolutely blown away and amazed by this one, but unfortunately, because Talent League is a bit understaffed, you know, we unfortunately cannot bring you the pretty much the match decider on border because well, how to say it, maybe this is a great time for me to bring in the plot. If you would like to join Talent League in any shape or form, then please do so, because we always need casters, producers, especially because things like this is not going to happen today anymore, and observers. So yeah, but
please do check out that link in the Discord if you want to get involved. It's an entry point.
Doesn't matter if you can do it, if you're experienced, or if you're completely dogshit at it. Like, join. We can make you become a better version of yourself. But if you're a complete, absolute, outraging asshole like myself, then there's probably no hope. But then again, like, please do feel welcome to join. And unfortunately, this is it for today. And well, I really would have wanted to see Border and Cast for you guys, because it has been years until I've done this, and well, I'm getting robbed of it.
Yeah, border a map that we haven't seen in a while, but make sure to check the Discord and the Twitter. That is where the final result will be posted when we get it. So please keep an eye on our socials. Go follow our socials as well, because you want to be involved in everything that's going on over here at Talent League R6.
With that being said, this was Tyrell. This was Ben. We both are out for today. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.